if it is the end of the road for this particular incarnation of the Patriots in this Belichick-Brady dynasty, does Tom Brady retire or does Tom Brady move on and play for another team?
Well, I think it'd be crazy to play for another team. You're 42 years old. Just enjoy your life. You've done you can never do anything as good as you've done before. I mean, there's talk of him going to the Broncos, isn't there?
There's talk,
where he would go in, slot in for a season, and then they would do the old Manning Super Bowl special. But
are they a strong enough team? This is the thing. So to your point, why do it? Maybe the clue or the answer to that is in everything we've known about Brady, which is despite everything he's achieved, he is still has a chip on his shoulder about being drafted so low. And he is, because he's such a great competitor, because he's one of the greatest players of all time, probably the greatest quarterback of all time, certainly no doubt in terms of what he's achieved, the greatest quarterback of all time, he can't help himself. He has this innate drive that he has a point to prove. And if they go out in the wildcard round or they go out without winning the Super Bowl or getting to the Super Bowl, I wonder if Brady won't be able to help himself having another dance and wanting to go again. And in which case, is he's surely going to want to go to a contender, right? A team that has a shot at the Super Bowl next year. I'm not sure the Broncos do.
Maybe, but you said the Browns before. But I think that's too messy, the Browns. I was reading someone who said did they come from the Browns to the Lions? And they said the culture is completely different. So under Patricia, the Lions was far more disciplined. At the Browns, it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And I think that has been it, and that has really shown in their record.
I don't think
Tom Brady would be the right fit for those. There's too many egos there, really, isn't there?
I wonder if he's a perfect fit for those egos. But you're right. Will he go to a situation that he thinks is going to be... The Browns have a puncher's chance of the Super Bowl next year if they can keep most of the personnel together and find the right coach, right? And find a stronger quarterback. Maybe they've invested too much in Baker Mayfield and it's crazy talk, but if McDaniels was to go, and again, there's a lot of ifs here, right? But if McDaniels was to take the gig and we hear the Browns are interested in him, and it kind of makes sense in a way that McDaniels will look at the offensive talent there and be tempted. Now we hear that McDaniels, that he might be the succession plan of Foxborough. He has been schooled in that Belichickian Bill Walsh, don't go anywhere near an organization that looks even vaguely toxic. So would he take the gig or not? But if he did, then suddenly things start to fall into place.
Well, does Belichick go as well?
Well, right.
See, here's what I think was going to happen. This would be typical Patriots luck. Belichick and Brady decide to go.
Yeah.
They tank next year. They get Josh McDaniels takes over, and they get Trevor Lawrence, the greatest prospect since Andrew Luck.
Sure.
And then they're good for another 20 years.
For another 20 years. It's all
That's what's going to happen.
So what do you think? All said and done, do you think, win or lose, if Brady gets to the Super Bowl, because I could see him winning the Super, if they win the Super Bowl, which right now is a very big if. I could see the Patriots winning the Super Bowl and Brady retiring as a champion.
If they won the Super Bowl, he would definitely retire.
Yeah, I think so too.
Absolutely. If they don't, I mean, there's no real backup at the Patriots, is there? Who is the quarterback to go in? I don't even know who.
Jarrett Stidham is their backup.
Right. Well, so there's no real person to step in there. Anyway, so there's no one challenging him. There's no sort of clamour for someone else to replace Brady there. They've got to develop a new quarterback anyway. I think I won't be surprised if I see them get sort of shrewd, late first round quarterback pick of someone that Belichick scouted from somewhere. But I don't know. I think if they lose, that Brady will stay on for another year.
At the Patriots or in the NFL?
I think at the Patriots.
Hope you enjoyed the Nat Coombs Show presented by Paddy Power Fantasy. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click subscribe to ESPN UK and you won't miss a trick.